like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So here's your review of WWE Raw, the week commencing the 23rd of September 2024. So it starts with Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio coming out. Basically, Liv Morgan trashes the crowd, and then she says she runs things on Raw. She owns she owns the Judgment Day, and she owns Dominic Mysterio. Rhea Ripley comes out and basically says to Liv, her versus Liv Morgan at Bad Blood, they're gonna have a match, but Dominic Mysterio is gonna be in a shark cage. So we'll see what happens there. Then we go into Sami Zayn versus Kaiser. Really good match. Go and watch it. Obviously, Sami Zayn's a good wrestler, so is Kaiser. But in the end, Sami Zayn gets the victory, and Gunther comes out and says he will still not face Sami Zayn. Then we get Kofi Kingston to Xavier, basically saying to Xavier he can now call the shots. Kofi saying he's been making bad decisions recently, and Kofi Kingston can take over everything. As he says that the Alpha Academy pull up and they start taking the mick out of New Day, saying they're washed up and they're trying to bring back things to make them relevant. But New Day then call them out. So let's see what happens there. Then we had Adam Pearce says Dominic Mysterio will be in a shark cage and will be locked up in a cage. And Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan on the Judgment Day sort of planning for the LWO and call out Dragunov. Then it goes into Dragon Lee versus Carlito. Really good match. Go and watch it. But in the end, Dragon Lee gets the victory. Then Karrion Kross tries to talk to The Miz, giving some little pep talk. I'm not sure what he's trying to do there. Then we have Sheamus being taken out by Pete Dunne because he called him Butch. Don't call him Butch. Then we have The Miz versus Bronson Reed. It was going to be an interesting match, but it was no match because Braun Strowman came down and Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman just fought everywhere. Then Drew McIntyre comes out, says he doesn't want to do Hell in a Cell due to the toll it takes on his body and the damage it can cause. But he said he doesn't care. He's been told by his family. Punk's been told by his family not to do the match, but he doesn't care. He's going to do the match. And he's going to hurt CM Punk really badly. Then Adam Pearce says it will be last monster standing between Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman to put an end to this beef that they have. And that will be next week on Raw. And we'll see what happens there. Then we have Unholy Union and Damage Control. A really good match. Go and watch it. But in the end, the Damage Control get the victory. Then Braun Breaker calls out Jey Uso, says, listen, he's going to beat Jey Uso and his dogs will be there. So we'll see. Then we have the New Day versus the Creed Bros or American Made. Really good match. But in the end, the Creed Bros, American Made get the victory. Then Damian Priest basically calls out Finn Balor. Says Finn Balor was never his friend, never had his back, and is jealous the whole time. And he wants to take out Finn Balor. Then we have the LWO apologizing to the New Day for costing them the match last week. But then Xavier gets angry at Rey Mysterio. And now it's going to be Rey Mysterio versus Xavier next week on Raw, I believe. Then in the main event, it's Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. Really good match. Go and watch it. You had all the bells. You had all the whistles. But in the end, and new Intercontinental Champion Jey Uso. Yeet. Congratulations to Jey Uso.